Hi, just checking in from the King Power Stadium. Overall, a little bit disappointed that we're not going away with 3 points, having had the goal chalked out on VAR, which is very frustrating. But to come to a top 10 Premier League team and keep a clean sheet, got to be happy with that.
I think today we were really good. Obviously, apart from the VAR decision, I think we were really good. It obviously puts a dampener on a game when you get a goal snatched from you like that, but it's football, and a lot of football fans are going to say, it's handball, but I think it's not like he's done it on purpose. It's accidental.
The main story being the old Leander Dendoncker disallowed goal. I know they say that the rules have changed, so there's any chance of it being a handball, they have to disallow the goal. But you can't help just feel deflated. I mean, Bolly was about 4 centimetres in front of Dendoncker when it happened. There's no way he could have got his hand out of the way. Even if his hand wasn't there, it probably would have just hit his back. Do you know what I mean? The goal would have still happened either way.
I thought it's probably the correct decision, and VAR will probably come back around at the end of the season and will probably say it helped us in some parts and it hindered us in some others. I was angry about it at the time, but a little bit of a cool down later. It's a good point away to a good side who have made good additions over the summer. I thought, especially today, Jota and Raul didn't quite cut it today up front. They missed quite a few chances that probably should have been put away, and they probably would have put away last season, which is a surprise really, because we all thought in pre-season with Raul's striking capability against especially Crusaders in that away leg that he did quite well in.
I thought Willy Bolly was probably our best player. In fact, I think he was absolutely magnificent, and I'd probably give him 10 out of 10. Thought he was imperious at the back, absolute man mountain. Not just him, as a whole defensive unit, I thought we played really well. There's a few slightly scary moments, but we never really gave up any clear-cut opportunities.
I thought we were really good. Left-hand side today looked fantastic. Jota and Yanni looked deadly. Looked like they wanted to score tons of goals. Thought we should have scored maybe 2 in the first half, maybe just 3 in the game, but that's football at the end of the day. I thought Rell went a little bit missing. Thought Doherty could have been brought into the game more, but 15 minutes is definitely, after seeing today, the benchmark of how long it actually takes us to set in and be able to play our style of football. It looks like 15 minutes is where we start to switch on. We start to realise what areas we can get the ball down, and when that left channel's free and Johnny's running down, it looks like it's going to be a goal every time.
So I thought Bolly was supreme today. I know that's been said a lot, but if Virgil van Dijk is worth 100 million, what's Bolly worth? I think he's just as good personally. I might be a bit biased, but I don't see what Virgil van Dijk can do that Bolly can't do. Johnny was poor. Rui didn't have a lot to do. I just think it's a good point away overall, really. Nothing that I can complain about at the end of the day. I would have liked to see Nuno make subs a little bit earlier than he did. He left it a bit late, I think. Cutrone had some good moments when he came on, but I think everyone just needs more minutes. And to be honest, we just need to get back into the swing of things, and then it'll go back to normal, I think. But it's a good point away overall.
I thought Cutrone coming on was almost like a breath of fresh air. It looked like it was unpredictable, and that's what we need. I think he's definitely going to bring something to us this season. Maybe a start I'd like to see next week with Jota and Rail off the bench for the impact. Just something a bit different, shaking up a bit. But overall, good performance. Long season ahead, but I think we're gonna surprise everybody again.
Going forwards, there was 1 or 2 glimpses, especially early on in the second half, where you thought we might be able to nick something on the break. And if we were a bit more clinical on another day, we'd be walking away with a 1 or 2-0 win now. Seems to be a familiar pattern in the way that Nuno set up like last season, where it just seems happy to contain teams in the first half, and then second half maybe try and up the ante a bit and look for a winner. But on the whole, I'm not too disappointed that we're going away with just the 1 point, something to build on, ready for Man United next Monday.
I thought Wiley and Ruben were definitely the standouts today, and Wiley didn't really have the best first 20 minutes for him, especially on his level. But once he got into the game, you know what Wiley's like. He's calm and he just makes it look so easy. Doc and Dendoncker looked a bit flat at the end, where Nuno didn't in fact use his 3 substitutions. He had 1 left at the end, which was a bit questioning. It made me think, like, Didn't you realise, or was it just me seeing it? I'm not too sure. But obviously Doc didn't really have a proper pre-season. He only played last week. So that's understandable. And the very early days still, it's always going to happen. But nah, defensively solid. Going forward, creating chances, which when you're not creating chances is the problem to worry. But our finishing, yeah, that's definitely got to improve.
It's a decent point. It's got against a team that's going to be pushing for 7th as well. But it could have been more, and that's the upsetting thing. Team looked a bit tired. Left back and right back not getting as forward as they usually do. Maybe that's because of the Europa League games. I hope not, because then that's worrying for the rest of the season. But yeah, there you have it. Not much to talk about apart from that controversial disallowed goal, which I'm sure you've either already seen or you'll see on Match of the Day. But it is what it is. On to the next one.